Amy's setup, right? Because that's the one that's lit up all the time in here.
Which one?
The laptop.
Where I was
That's
at?
the one that's lit up. Like somebody's talking, even when no one's talking, it's that. So it's showing that's the main one, right?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you clearly.
When nobody.
It's showing 3 cameras right now from what we can see. But if we go back to the Zoom, Jill, and if you, on this one right here, I think it's spotlight for everyone, I think is what you do. Okay, what is it showing now?
For me, it's showing little teeny screens up top with me and the view from the computer that you guys are on. But the biggest part of the screen is the laptop camera facing the council.
But here's the thing. If someone's zooming in, like for example, say Dana or I, see now it's the big screen. Say Dana or I are talking, you're just gonna see council, not whoever's talking.
No, it was still pulling who was talking. It was still pulling you, because I had them. Laurie had this one up, and then I had the YouTube up on mine.
Okay.
I know, that wind is awful.
So let's do this.
So Heather, you start making a presentation. You talk.
Thank you all so much for being here tonight and listening to me blab about it. I'm grateful for all of your time and all of your hard work that you always do as elected officials for Pleasant Hill City.
So what if we do this?
I would like to talk about the budget and ask for some extra money to be put in for all the staff to go on
That's how we gotta do it. We gotta do a speaker view.
But then with
So that
speaker
way-
view, how does it pull back to this source? Or
Because
is it pulling it now? Yeah,
it will pull it.
okay.
So start talking again.
Is it changing for you guys? Because in here, nothing's changing. It's still just showing. I know that you guys are on YouTube though, but it's just showing the laptop facing the council as the main.
Yeah, so the issue, see, this is the issue I was having last time. Because see, Jill, it hasn't, even though we changed how it looks on Zoom, it didn't change how it looks on YouTube. Does that make sense?
It's because this is linked to that. And as the recording and YouTube polls, it's because everything's pulling from this and feeding through that. So does that make sense? So I don't know what to do on that aspect. So either we have to leave it like this the whole time, so that way everyone can see everybody, or we have to do something with the speaker.
Now, are you talking about the laptop that you have
No.
on that the whole time?
Because the laptop's linked to the speaker, the phone,
Because I connected them together.
we either have to disconnect that or have it stuck as 3.
Well, and the other option too, I guess, is if I'm on, I mean, this is manual.
Well, with this camera, you can get anybody standing at the podium and all of this. So do we really need that one pointing at just the podium? I mean, you can see the side of the person and the back of them when they're over there from this one. So when you were over there, I could see you here just fine, but I could also see you there. So do we need that one on?
The issue is the way I had us sync the audio with the video here. So YouTube, the way YouTube pulls it, I get what Jill's saying. The last meeting was awful because the first half of the meeting, I could not get this view to go away from YouTube. Does that make sense? It kept pulling because of the audio.
It's because of this mic.
And we have that off now.
Yes, it's muted. So whoever sits here will mute this camera, or this mic right here. And that way it'll solely hit those. And then this. But the problem is with this is linked to the council, that camera. So anything that comes through Zoom, because it's linked to the computer,
And we can
no, it's not
unlink
even
that.
linked to the
We
computer.
can
It's
unlink.
linked to this is the phone. So anything that's coming through Zoom is coming through this, which is coming through the mic, which is linked to that. So that's gonna be constantly on regardless of who's talking. So if we keep it as this, and the only people that would honestly be on would be council, which would be that camera, you, because we're gonna have you on this one because of this, because we can get that camera, and then whoever's zooming in, which would be Dana, myself, if I zoom, and then the applicant. That's it. Because residents aren't gonna zoom, they're gonna come here or watch it on
We don't
YouTube,
give them access to Zoom
Right.
anyway, yeah.
which is smart, because I don't think we should.
So we're wanting video on Amy, if Amy's sitting here?
I don't need video, I can
I was
get
gonna
up.
say.
I don't think we move that around, I think we leave that stationary. When
Like
I
this?
present, I'll come over here. I'll come right here, so that gives us that other camera angle. Does that make sense?
So I'm wondering with this camera, can you just flip it, like close that camera? What happens? If we started, I mean, it's just a black screen, but we can see everything that we need from there because we can see Amy just fine. Is that gonna help with the issue with it picking up something from here,
It won't pick anything up from here because this is muted. This is what's picking up.
which is fine, right?
Yeah. And if I did remove anybody that doesn't have a camera on, so you cannot see them on this.
Okay, so maybe we don't need to sync that with it. The only reason why I wanted to with the phone is because last meeting was awful, the first half, again, because.
No, I think you leave it like that. I think you leave it synced there, right?
We
Because it's
can,
picking up.
but the thing is, if we don't sync it with that, when other people zoom in, they're gonna see those. I'm just doing it so you don't see it on YouTube. Or does it matter? Because if I remove those that, the audio works, but the videos are removed from the actual screen, if their video's not on, then it won't show on YouTube, but it will show for them, but it won't matter because we want YouTube to be as clear as
That's
crisp as
exactly,
possible.
yeah, that's what my goal is to make sure that YouTube.
Yeah, so when she did that, it's hiding this camera.
So let's see if I turn it on, if it'll add,
Yeah, now you're back.
so we
Yeah.
technically don't need to link it.
Okay.
But I still think
But if you
we
don't
keep
link
it like this. Well, how do I unlink it?
So we'll just exit this, and then we'll have to call in again on that. Or wait, maybe I can do it here, let me look first. I don't think,
Remove co-host permission? No.
okay, I'm gonna leave.
And then we'll put this right here, and then we're not messing with anything else.
Yeah.
So what is it putting on the YouTube now?
Just the two. Because this doesn't have a camera, so it doesn't show, which is great.
And so then this one will show this side angle of whoever's here.
Yes.
Wow, is that delayed that much?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
It's like, what, 30 seconds?
yeah, it takes a little bit. So like anytime I was trying to adjust, like, make changes, and like, oh, I gotta go wait and see if it's actually doing anything.
I'm gonna see something. Keep talking. Oh.
Okay.
So you don't want the speaker view because it will pull this in. Does that
Okay.
make sense? So if we just do gallery view and it's just the two,
But what happens if we have 3 petitioners on and,
it'll just be a collage. It's like the Brady Bunch.
So he's
because I think what the mayor wanted was
that
the
stayed
council,
the whole time?
or whoever's on the big screen. Does that make sense?
Which we can put them as the spotlight, that's fine.
Does that move over to YouTube though without the audio? That was the problem I was having.
Yeah, it should still work because this is hidden. Hold on. We got that part. Yep. And it just shows the council. It won't show anybody else that's on Zoom. So if I'm talking, it's still gonna show the council. It should pull me in for the volume.
On Zoom. Oh, for audio, it should.
For
be
audio,
everybody.
yeah, but it will just show the council.
Here, you want me to go talk in the other room? Because it should.
Yeah,
pull in
pretend
the
like
video,
you're
right?
presenting in there, and I have a meeting in 5, so
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for coming. I'm so excited today to talk to you about the request for money for the staff to go to Disneyland.
I can turn the volume up. I'm muted right now, but
no, I don't think we want to on that. I just was wondering if it's showing her,
it's just showing council.
it's just, so when it's spotlight, that's the only one.
The
it will
spotlight,
show.
it'll only show that one. It won't show anybody else or whoever is talking.
Because I was just having issues
Or-
with YouTube last time, because I felt like YouTube was showing different things.
And even for anybody watching on Zoom, that's the spotlight camera is staying the main camera and the other boxes are just up a little.
So this is what it looks like.
So then how do we get, I just want to know logistically, like how do we have it so that whoever's talking is on? It won't work that way. So we're gonna have to sit there and do stuff anyway.
So either we do,
So if that's the case,
the options are we either do this or we put this as a spotlight. The reason being, remove spotlight, is because this is gonna pick everything up, and if I do speaker straight across, it pulls this in because this is what I'm speaking, which we
I
don't
think
want.
that's what's
No.
talking all the time.
well, and honestly, so I guess here's a question. Does it hurt to just sync those two, just to have one less source if we're gonna have to manually control what is on the screen anyway? Just to eliminate one extra source out there, I don't know.
So here's the question. Do you want it to be more manual, or do you wanna just have the council and that's it? Because if this is what the council can see versus what YouTube sees. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys something. If we spotlight this,
Because if we spotlight the council, I guess my thing is,
so,
if there is a PowerPoint, that did take over the screen. So like if you got on and did your PowerPoint, Jill, that did get on and take over the screen. And so we wouldn't see you making a presentation, but we'd hear you. Would it just be easier just to spotlight council and?
Well, I think
Well,
what
I'm
you're
gonna-
saying is that maybe Zoom is gonna be showing on the big screen. And so, the laptop computer is picking up, so you'll be able to see the spotlight camera on the council. And then maybe Zoom is gonna show up on the screen, which I can also see. And then you'll be able to see the boxes with the other people.
Hey, Heather, do you wanna come in here real quick? Sorry, we're on like 5 different. sorry.
So if
No, that's okay.
we do this,
Yeah, so I can see that screen. So if it's the spotlight camera, the only thing showing on YouTube.
no, it's
But when they're
split.
watching YouTube,
It's
they're gonna be able to
split.
see the feed and they'll be able
So
to
here's
see
the thing, if I do speaker, because this is spotlighted, it'll show up like this. But I wanna see if I can share my screen, if it'll,
Okay, we have a meeting in the conference
Well, I was
room.
gonna say,
Yeah, sorry.
no, it's okay, I'm still in on
No.
the meeting. I didn't leave it.
it's not gonna work. Are you gonna be on?
By the way, the person who helped us in there for a week. Oh, okay. Oh, so he knows that.
Okay, so,
Okay, don't worry about that. Things like. All right, okay, we're trying to keep like, ouch, oh, I heard that. I think I got the right thing.
so it is sharing. Okay. I shot it somewhere, it's like a son of a, okay, hopefully, maybe.
Wow.
Yes.
Aren't you high tech?
Kind of, not really. This is a test, one person watching, which is great. So this still maintains, so it's up in the corner, but I can share. Sweet. Okay, we are done. I almost ran into the thing. Okay. Ouch. I think I got it. So, we are going